Hello. Thanks for joining me. My camera is not working right now, so I'm gonna have no camera to show you my face. But welcome to our Thursday meeting. And let me start off by asking your question, if you have questions for me or comments, anything that I can clarify at this point. Okay. Go ahead, you can say it or you can type out your question. If not, you can also say no. Okay. All right, let me look at your question. Okay, cool. You have no question. Let me go to modules, the week 4 modules. On Tuesday, 2 other students showed up for our meeting. So I gave one of them feedback on this assignment. Okay, so I recorded that meeting and posted it on my YouTube channel. So maybe you have not seen it, you can see it and see what we did on Tuesday. So let's start here with week 4 required readings, and there are a lot of things to watch. For rhetoric or persuasion, there's a movie here that eventually we will do something with. So if you have some time this week or next week, you should definitely watch these videos, including the movie. The 3 published personal essays are here. They are used as examples to show what professional writers have done in terms of the personal essay genre. Okay, and show you some of the things that the powerful essay can become. And another thing that that the personal essay can be useful in terms of its application outside of this class is if you feel like you have a really good story to share, you can also submit your essay on here. Okay? So feature essays. This is a personal essay, okay, in a rather short format, and you can also listen to it. But the theme is this, I believe, a little bit different from what we're doing, but still people writing personal essays can use this website as a way to motivate them, a way to let them share with others their writing in both in written form and in audio visual form. So listening to it. Anyway, so that's another outlet for the personal essay. You should begin reading your selected memoir, and let me double check to see if more people have signed up. I will begin forming groups next week. So by Monday, I would like to get that done. And when groups are assigned, I will create groups on Canvas. And I'll talk more about what you can do with collaborating among yourselves on Canvas. Okay, so looks like just a few of you have signed up. Shayla and Alex probably need to team up because nobody can be by him or herself. So I will need to clarify this, and I'll make an announcement on Friday to remind people to sign up if they have not already signed up for their memoir. Okay, so that's what we're doing. If you're already in a group, like I see that Fernanda and Fong are already signed up and they have partners, then it's a good indication that you should go ahead and read your selected memoir. Okay. So this is the weekly discussions forum. This task right here is time sensitive. The peer revision editing task is due this Friday. You need to post your rough draft, and the rough draft doesn't have to be finished, but you need to have something for your peer to look at, or your peers, your classmates to look at. Once you have posted, then I can pair you so that you can use this handout. You have to fill it out and have to complete it so that you can post it here. So Fung has done his draft. Okay. Let me see here. So if I were to add comment, then I would, for example, I would say this. Add comment. Need a space here. Okay. Just to demonstrate. Okay, adding comment. So Fung has follow my instructions well, and he enabled his Google Doc to so that other people can comment on. So what I meant is when you write it in Google Doc, you need to go to share and can comment, click edit, can comment on the link, and then you copy the link, click done, and then you paste the link oh, that's week 3. You paste the link under reply. Okay. So that's how you share your link for your draft on Drive, Google Drive. That way, it makes everything easier for everybody to do the first task. So the first task for our week 4 discussions forum assignment is due on Friday, the first part, and then the handout is due on Saturday. So tomorrow I will check, and hopefully somebody will post more. Okay. So if nobody else posts, then Fong would be the only one with the 20 points because this task is worth 20 points. And if people don't post and participate in this time-sensitive task, that's minus 20 points from this assignment. Okay? And they do not have the chance to make up that 20 points. Okay, so be sure that you follow instructions, and I really need to make an announcement. Actually, I'll do it now. I'll write an announcement so that people know that there's a time-sensitive assignment waiting for them. Reminder, time-sensitive assignment waiting week 4. Okay. So while I type this message, go ahead and think of questions or comments or anything that you'd like me to know, and then type that in or tell me. I want to remind you that that you need to post your first or rough draft of your personal essay via week 4 discussions. Oops, so many S's. Forum, so that you can earn 20 possible points for that assignment. This is a time-sensitive assignment, so which means you cannot make up these points past the deadline. Which is this Friday, Saturday. Okay. Another reminder is you need to sign up for your semester-long memoir reading. So for your memoir, so you can complete this semester-long memoir reading project. Please note that no one can be by him or herself with any memoir. I will form groups on Monday on Canvas, using Canvas. Okay. Be sure to watch the Zoom recordings if you cannot make our meetings online this week. Happy Thursday. That sounds weird. Have a great rest of the week. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so that people know that they have things waiting for them. I'm gonna make a link to week 4. What's week 4? Here's week 4. And I'm gonna make a link to this. Copy, done. Make a link to this. Okay, and make it larger so that people can read better. There we go. Bold this so that people are aware. Bam. Okay. If people like my message, they can click like. Okay, so hopefully people read my messages and get their work done in a timely manner, because this is a time-sensitive situation here with the peer editing revision thing that we're doing this week. This next task here is easy. All you have to do is, if you haven't already, look at these slide shares, and then to get some points, you need to post a reflective paragraph on how useful all these slide shares are. Okay, that's basically what the task is. And then this task here aims to introduce you to our next two paper, the letter to the editor and the interview paper. And on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, on Zoom, I showed people how to get to the databases. But today I'm going to show you another way to get the editorial. So just use Google. On Google search, do editorial plus your controversial topic. So if I choose homelessness as a choice as my controversial topic, then I just simply do that, and then I can add the year. I can add the year if I want to. Okay, but let's see what I have. The SF Chronicle has an editorial right here. Okay, so this one is an editorial, and it's published in the last 2 years, to 2017. So try to get an editorial that is as brand new as possible. So don't go for 2014 or earlier, okay? Because the chances are you won't get your letter published. So our aim is to try to write a letter and submit it to the newspaper, so that and hope that they will publish our letter. And most of the times, newspapers publish letters to the editor that are relevant and recent. Okay, so this is okay, but it should be as current as possible. So you can definitely choose this. I mean, if I were following this controversial issue, I could choose this and read it. Okay, I could read it and understand what's going on. So what I would like you to do is select your own editorial now. Okay, so choose search and choose a recent relevant editorial article, so that you can respond to. Okay, and the editorial needs to be on your controversial topic. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So if I were to choose this editorial, then I probably should print it out or save it somewhere so that I can find it again, right? So once I have selected my editorial, then I would read it. I would try to annotate it and try to understand it. Reading it once might not work well. Maybe I should read it 2 or 3 times. Okay. Sorry about that. I just got up and went and got something. So that's the editorial task here. And the task doesn't really ask you to do anything except to try to summarize the editorial, okay, after you've located it. The next part of the task, though, is asking you to do something. Think of an ideal, a list of ideal candidates for interview. And this person, this potential interviewee that you might find is someone with expert knowledge on your controversial topic. Okay, expert knowledge is considered like, I would say that this person knows a lot about the topic and would give you insights on this topic beyond Google searches or database searches. The summary will be part of, yeah, it will be part of next week discussion forum. So this is the template that we'll be working with next week. And the summary will go here. We go in the first paragraph. Okay. So this is the outline. So right now the summary can satisfy your pre-write. And then you have to do the outline of the letter, and then the final draft. This letter, I'm thinking we'll have 2 weeks on it. So next week is pre-write and outline due, and then the week after would be peer revision and editing and final draft. Okay, so that's the timeline for this letter, this paper. And after I have graded your final draft and give you further comments on the final draft, then you further revise your letter, and then you would send your letter into the newspaper. So the San Francisco Chronicle newspaper accepts letters to the editor. I don't know how they do it, but usually newspapers will just ask you to email them your letter. So I'm gonna say, how do I submit my letter to the editor, SF Chronicle? See what Google will search for me. Here it is. Submissions. Oh, this is SF Gates. Okay, San Francisco Chronicle is right here. So these are today's letters to the editor. And how do I submit? So I would have to dig around. Okay, this link takes you there. It has guidelines, okay, using this thing right here, submission form. So this is gonna be 2 weeks later, but I'm just previewing it first for you. And let me go back to the discussions forum. So as you think about a good interviewee, the person you will interview, think of these questions, and then type a paragraph responding to these questions, and then post it. Okay, post it, and that will satisfy this task. So if you cannot participate in this first task, you will not have 20 points. But the other 2 tasks, if you do them and you respond to your classmates, you should be able to get 20 points out of 40 points. But if you do everything, then of course you will get 40 possible points for our week 4 discussions forum assignment. Okay, any questions so far? Again, the draft is due tomorrow, and it doesn't have to be finished. You just need to get it up here somewhere so I can pair you. And then your peers can, but it's ideal that you need to have it finished, of course. But just do your best. So next would be, this is the same sheet, you know, that we're using for the first task that I talked about earlier. So you already saw that, but it's still there. And this is where you submit your final draft, the personal essay, and this is due on Sunday. Okay, so when you are ready to submit, you click here to be taken to turn it in, and let me double check to see if I have. Yeah, I have fixed turn it in, so it should work. There should not be any issue. First of all, there's nothing on my end, but once people start to submit, I will see a list of submissions, and turn it in captures plagiarism. Okay, and it will also help me and help you see your grammatical mistakes, spelling errors, and things like that. So this is so this is the usefulness of Turnitin, which is why I'm using it. Again, it's gonna be due on Sunday, but the thread should still be open for late submission until I believe I set it to next Friday. So it will remain open until next Friday. If you submit it after the due date, it's late credit. Late credit means 10% off. Sounds like a sale, but it's not a good thing. 10% off is bad. And late submission also means that you do not have the opportunity to revise and resubmit your final draft. So whatever you get for your late final draft is the final point, the final score for your assignment, okay? But if you submit on time, you do have the ability to revise and resubmit. And when you do that, your score will always go up if you don't mess it up. People do tend to not follow my instructions, and it hasn't happened yet to me, but it could be something that I have yet to see. People actually don't follow my instructions, and they just worsen the essay. And of course, if they do that, even if they revise and resubmit, they won't be able to get a higher score. But I will always keep your highest score anyway. So okay, so next would be this is the rubric for the personal essay. So I share with you here. I believe you have access to it. I think you know you can see it. Yeah, it's there. It's just a guide for me to grade it, right? Grade the final draft, and it should be a guide for you as well as you prepare your final draft. It's pretty generic. Really, it's it's talking about the mountain and the sea balance here, your ability to narrate and to comment critically on your controversial issue, organization and paragraphing and all that is here. Style, vocabulary, distinctive voice, clear sentence structures and conventions, few errors and things like that. Okay. So that's for the final draft. Click next. Well, we're not doing journals this semester, so don't worry about that. You don't see that anyways. Let me double check. Yeah, I disabled it. So that would be it for week 4. Okay, week 4 items in that order, starting with required readings, going down, going towards discussions, going towards the checklist, peer workshop, going towards the final draft, and then the rubric. Okay, so primarily we're focusing on the personal essay this week, and then preparing for our next 2 papers. That's the gist of week 4 assignments. At this point, can I help you, either Fernanda or Fong, with any question, anything that you have for me?
No.
Okay. Do your best. Focus on your essay, and you can even look at what Fong has done with his here to get some ideas. Looks good. MLA formatted, solid. But let's see what once I paired him with someone else, what his peer can do to help him improve this draft. Okay, so we're doing peer workshop. So I'm letting your classmates and you have first dip on giving feedback before I jump in. So time sensitive matter, please try to meet the deadlines and then keep in contact with me and let me know if I could be of further assistance. If you have no question, then I would like to end the meeting. And of course, I will share this meeting recording on my YouTube channel. Okay, guys, take care, and I will see you either tomorrow or next week. I'll be back online at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Take care.